Welcome to Cool Clubs. We are back at HQ with CEO and founder Mark Timms, and today we have a special podcast based only on ping. Pretty exciting to talk about the ping i230 iron.
Yep, we just finished testing a week ago or so. We've got some more tests to do, but the preliminary numbers were fantastic. Really impressed. I ordered a set for myself, actually.
Already,
I did already, yeah. After looking at it.
But, take a look at it up here.
Yeah, let's show you real quick. Kind of what it looks like. So this is basically some plots of, all different spots we hit it. So this is all point averages, obviously the circle, and we just pulled up the two pings here. So this is the G425, which is their current one, which is getting replaced, obviously, in relatively soon, in January or so. And looking forward to seeing how much better this gets, because this club here, this is the new the i230, this is fantastic. So super, only basically 5 yards variance right to left on all of the different points we hit. And, even for a not so forgiving golf club, even on a 20%, 20-yard drop off between hitting it in the worst spot in the world, which is just low heel, which to some extent, I always think about maybe throwing that number out, because that's just not a good place to hit a golf ball. Yeah. And it throws all the numbers off a bit. So especially you get a smaller head, it gets into that section, it really gets bad looking, and that kind of throws things off. But fantastic numbers from them. So
let's talk about these graphs. So just so people understand, if we're looking at a driving range from the bottom of the screen to the top, and then left to right, and your minus is everything's in yards. Minus numbers are in yards, and the numbers on the left hand side are in yards. So the center hit i230, which is a 29.5 degree club, is carrying about 140 something yards.
Right.
And a G425 with the 26.5 degree 6 iron is carrying 156.
Yeah, so it's basically 10 yards longer, which you kind of expect. And that's only at 80 miles an hour, too. You get so many higher speed, and it's going to be a bigger difference than that. So.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, actually, for people to think about. When you're at 80 miles an hour, and you hit the club right in the middle with some really neutral numbers, you should be hitting your club just over the 150 or just under the 150.
Right. That's right.
So your 80 mile an hour is your 150. How many times have we been in a fitting and guys said I hit it at 150 and they're swinging it at 70 miles an hour? They've really got to be maxing it out to be able to do
or they
that.
Got some super strong lofts, and there are some clubs out there that do that. But that's not a huge advantage. I mean, it ends up with 5 wedges in your bag, really. So
yeah.
Just renumbering them at that point.
And going back to the graph, so it's hard because it looks like the ping G425 is all over the place, but when you really look at it, the center hit, the toe strikes, whether it's center toe or low toe.
Oh, that would be the green one. Yeah, don't lose much.
They don't lose any distance. That's unbelievable.
Yep.
Yes, you do on the i230.
Sure. Yeah, there's not much bigger difference. So
but it's a blade style head.
Right. It's still pretty good.
And then the same for low center and low toe, center toe, and then high center. So center heel and center toe are actually almost
relatively
identical.
Close. Yeah. Which is pretty impressive. Obviously, you can't do that in a smaller head. You can see bigger variances and stuff. So that's the advantage of the big head. Obviously, you can hit it more, here and there. But as far as a directional club for a better player, right? So you're really talking about direction and not so concerned with distance. I mean, this is one of the best clubs we've seen in this.
That's the big takeaway. Like that there is the tightest, one of the tightest dispersions we'll get. And then the G425 is really
super forgiving,
really good for the miss hit. Like if you miss hit it, you know how far it's going to go.
Yep.
And the people that are playing that aren't particularly trying to hit it to a portion of the green. They're just trying to hit the green.
And the other thing we look at too is how are these things scattered? Obviously they're going to be pretty tight when you hit it dead center. But as you miss it in some other spots, you'll see some dispersions and stuff. Like I said, this low heel is the biggest one. But, you see a lot bigger dispersions on some other clubs. So you'll see, like this shot will be, 10 yards right to left. And Ting has done a really good job by, when you do miss it, we kind of know where it's going. So that's good.
My perception of ping, whenever I think about it, is forgiveness.
Yeah, me too, to some extent. Yeah. And they have been, and that's kind of what they really make clubs that work. And they don't worry about cosmetics as much as some, although they've gotten much better with that, obviously.
And I think this looks
really good. Yeah. This is a really good looking golf club.
Let's take a look at the numbers in a bit more depth.
Sure, yeah. Here's all the data we got. So we're just going to go through each column and kind of show you what we're doing. So here's the center hits. Obviously, we got toe, heel, all different spots. But if we look at distance right here, the G425 is obviously considerably longer, about 10 yards in carry and even more in with the roll. And we're actually putting I'll put a roll number up here because obviously lower loft, your landing angle gets shallower. Quite a bit of difference in spin. Most of that's due to loft, obviously.
Yeah.
again, almost 1,000 RPMs lower. Launch angle's a little higher, again, loft. You know, it's launching only about a degree higher, and it's actually, what, 3 degrees difference?
3 degrees, yeah.
Yeah, so the CG and the G, 425 is actually really helping get in the air as well as the loft.
And you see that on the backside of it, where how it lands. There's
Right.
only a degree and a, 3/4.
Yeah, not a huge difference in land angle, right?
No. So, I mean, that means they're both really good.
They're both,
stopping
yeah,
power.
yeah, those are both pretty good. And smash factor, again, that's mostly due to loft, obviously. They're going to be a little stronger. But both really good, very consistent.
Interesting. I was just taking a look at the numbers there. So a centre hit with the i230 versus a low centre hit, you only drop 6 yards effectively.
Right.
6.5.
In the wind, that is there. Right
yeah,
there.
right.
And then I do that a fair amount too. So I mean, I look at this data, right? So my miss is, center. If anything, I hit thin a little bit, so low center and toe. And toe usually don't hit it thin. I hit it kind of in the middle. So center, toe, middle, and low in the center. So those are the numbers I would look at for me because I've never hit the ball in the heel. Not recently anyway, so I don't have to worry about those.
What's the centre toe for that? It's pretty good. It's a one. Yeah, so it's almost the same drop off. It's 10-yard drop off. You hit in the front of the green.
Exactly. It's not going to kill you.
Yeah, it's awesome. Let's just take everyone back and show them the head again. So just click on the far left one there.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's a really pretty looking, clean. You should have brought it in the room with us here to show. But these pictures are blown up, so they are clear looking. But real clean looking head. I mean, there's nothing fancy looking or anything, but it works and it's nice shape.
It's pretty. And what that behind that I believe is like a polymer, right?
Right.
Something behind it to kind of dampen the sound and make it sound really, really kind of.
Ping's obviously a cast club. We're talking about a lot of forged clubs and thinking they're softer. I mean, it doesn't. There's some advantages cast and forged, but you can do more with casting. You can't stamp everything, but they've always do cast clubs, so they're relatively hard, but still bendable and adjustable and super durable. So here in the desert, that's not such a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, I think we've got 3 key points. Is one, I'm keen to just see it in players' hands. That'll be great. 2, I want to see what you play with it. I know what you're playing right now, and I'm interested to see what it does. And then 3, I don't even know if we can say the name of Ping's new club yet, so I won't.
I'm not sure if I know it yet, but
okay.
I missed that meeting.
Yeah. But the one that's going to be in a different category to this that's coming out,
we should replacement of the 425.
Yeah, 425 replacement, head to head of that. That'll be fun. So let's jump back on when that comes out. And
we get that out. Just to hit some and do some play testing with it as well.
Maybe run all 3 together. See what they did.
Yeah, when they've got all the new ones out, maybe just run them all and see which one who likes what.
Yeah, let's do it. Perfect.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks again, Mark.
All right. Cheers. Bye.